Hello everybody, Mike from the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike podcast, and I am back with another one of these front row live music performance reactions, and I am back in the world of grunge music with Bleed the Freak, live at the Moor with Alice in Chains from 1990, I believe this is. Yeah, for those who haven't watched any of these videos, I am a reformed hair metal fan and reformed hair owner as well. Yeah, so I was a teenager in the late 80s, early 90s, and I was very much into the hair metal, glam metal, sleaze rock scene. I was partying, I was drinking Jack Daniels and dancing to Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue. And then the whole of that got nuked when the grunge scene came along. So I developed a bit of an attitude about grunge music. Always thought that it was made by and for miserable bastards. And it really kind of just torpedoed all of the fun that we were all having in the late 80s and early 90s. However, now I have hopefully matured somewhat. I'm going back and I'm rewatching, actually even watching for the first time many of these performances and thinking about what all of the fuss was about and how does it presents itself to me now. I am free of all of that nonsensical pack-related baggage that I had back in the early 90s. So this is one that's been recommended to me. I've looked at a couple of Alice in Chains performances so far. One acoustic, one rock, very different from each other. Really kind of blew my mind how good these things were. So I've been really super stoked to be getting back into the world of Alice in Chains. So yeah, quick reminder that I do pause. I do talk over the videos. That's how I do. If you don't like it, sorry. That's how I watch and consume and react. And also a reminder to check out all the other stuff on this channel, the Rewatch Project with Hannah and Mike podcast, where we go back and rewatch some of our favorite TV shows, as well as some of the film, TV, and just general music, pop culture goodness that is on this channel as well. And I do appreciate comments left here, and like and subscribe, because there'll be more stuff like this coming down the pike. So Alice in Chains, Bleed the Freak. Let's watch this. Something I've got to say is Lane Staley looks great. You know, I know there's the introspection and the kind of anti-fame thing, the kind of that punk rock sensibility that was a big part of alternative music. I know these bands didn't self-identify as grunge, but, you know, he's got that Jim Morrison thing, hasn't he? You know, this skinny guy with the microphone, standing in the spotlight, you know, not having to move or really do much to convey that charisma. So yeah, this guy's a rock star. It's just so sparse, isn't it? Look at this band, as these four guys on stage creating all this noise and the harmonies of the vocals and the power of the vocals. Blimey. Metal riffs there. Double bass stuff going on there. Wow. Jesus. You know, I mentioned before about how there's something about Lane Staley that just feels alone. You know, you see him shoulder to shoulder with his guitarist, but, you know, and this echo that he's got on his voice really just conveys that. It just creates this sense of cavernous loneliness and isolation and pain. That's really something. My God. Wow. My God. Yeah, that's not phoning it in, is he? Are they? You know, I mean, what a great band. What a tight rhythm section as well. Bass player for drummer. Jesus. Great solo in there as well, but just and great, you know, metallic, crunchy riffs, but also a lot of melody as well, you know. But yeah, this feeling of space. There's something very expansive about the Alice in Chains performance that I've heard so far. And first and foremost, the musicality. That's what it keeps coming back to, is these guys are sensational, well-drilled, you know, machines. And to have that dichotomy of this technical kind of metal that we associate with it, you know, I mean, one of the things about metal is that it shares that thing with like progressive rock. You know, I mean, you've got that sub pop, you know, Mudhoney, Nirvana, Sonic Youth side of grunge, which very much comes from punk rock, but this definitely comes from metal. But that sense of emotional honesty and rawness and vulnerability and pain and darkness and anti-affectation is definitely what these bands had in common. But Alice in Chains definitely are the leaders of the pack so far for me, as far as musicianship goes, you know. And then, of course, there's Pearl Jam, who leans slightly more, I guess, in that kind of classic rock, sort of 60s, 70s sensibility in there with them as well a little bit. So I guess there's just more definition and variety in this scene, if you can call it that, than I thought before. So wow, yeah, Alice in Chains, what a great frigging band. Gonna have to watch some more of their stuff. So recommendations, please. Comments, likes, subscribes, all the usual YouTube stuff, you know what to do. And also get reminded to check out the Rewatch Project of Hannah and Mike podcast, and also the other music reactions that are on this channel, as well as the other film, TV, and pop culture goodness. But yeah, I really want to just go and listen to some Alice in Chains now. See you soon. Bye.